Hello everyone, welcome to my newest Let's Play, Mega Man X, for the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console. It was originally released for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and it is a spin-off of the Mega Man series. It's not to be confused with Mega Man 10, which was a game created much later, also for the Wii Virtual Console initially. That was made in the old retro style of the Mega Man 8-bit games, but when the Mega Man series jumped to the Super Nintendo, they changed the series up a little bit, so they added some new things, and they made a new little spin-off thing. So X here is the protagonist, and he's very similar to the original Mega Man, in that he's blue. He can copy the abilities and weapons from enemies that he defeats. He shoots 3 little pellets. He has a Buster Charge shot, which is something that Mega Man got in Mega Man 4. I didn't play that game because I don't have it, but yeah, starting with with Mega Man 4 in the regular Mega Man series, Mega Man could charge his shot to release a more powerful attack. So yeah, X will also carry that ability here. But basically, X here was created by Dr. Light, the same person who created Mega Man. But he's slightly different in that Mega Man X is unique in that he can actually think for himself. So Mega Man, sometime between when Mega Man X is activated and when he was created, Dr. Light decides to put him in like suspended animation in this capsule for 30 years to test all his systems. And in that 30 years, something happens that, something happens to Mega Man and Dr. Wily and Dr. Light. There's a bunch of theories about things that happened, and some of the X games and some of the another spin-off series, Mega Man Zero, kind of gets into what some people think happened, but I'll explain that, I guess, as I go along. But in the meantime, let's just jump right into the action here and the game. So here's Mega Man. He's X. He's like Mega Man. So he just runs, he charges, he shoots little pellets, and whatchamacallit, he will take on 8 evil robots and gain their powers. So now, in the Mega Man series, the main bad guy was Dr. Wily. In this, the X series, the main bad guy is Sigma. And Sigma is used to be a maverick hunter. Mavericks are robots that basically have gone bad and, are trying to hurt humans. So that was one of the reasons why X was put into that chamber for 30 years to test his systems, so that he wouldn't break the first rule of robotics to not hurt a human. But I guess some robots, they don't go through that, trial, and I guess their program gets messed up, and they become bad, and they become mavericks. So there's a group of robots that hunt mavericks down, maverick hunters. And we will learn that Sigma used to be the leader of the Maverick Hunters, but then he became infected with a virus that made him go bad, and he becomes the big bad of the whole series. Now, we just saw an interesting little thing there, a new thing that X has that the regular Mega Man didn't have, the ability to climb up walls. So it's an interesting little teaching element here. Now, the toolist is a speedrun, and some speedrunners can defeat these Hornet helicopters fast enough that they won't fall down into the pit. But most people, first time they're playing this game, won't be able to defeat these Hornet helicopters fast enough, and they'll end up being forced down into this pit. So the game kind of teaches you that, hey, look, you're stuck in this pit, but hey, you can climb up walls, something that you couldn't do in the original Mega Man games. So, yeah, it's a nice little teaching element there. The game teaches you without having to do a lengthy cut scene or anything like that. It just teaches you through gameplay, so that's always nice. So, one of the main games that does that really well is Super Metroid. So, now, see that robot just hit us and he laughed. A lot of the enemies in this game are really kind of expressive, and I'll point that out. Like that robot that just hit us earlier there, that little like helicopter-looking robot that flew around. Robots, when they hit you, sometimes they'll laugh, they'll, like, it's almost like they have little personalities, but I guess that goes in along with the theme of, you know, or the wall here that, you know, robots can, are starting to develop, you know, independent thought, you know, so they have emotions like people, so it's a pretty neat little thing, so, but, we're almost at the end here of our little intro stage, and we get this, reoccurring villain who, will pop up in a bunch of other future Mega Man X games. He looks like Boba Fett. His name is Vile, and he tends to ride these big robot armors, so you can't defeat Vile. He's basically invincible, so you just have to shoot him enough times, and eventually he'll start shooting this, it looks like a little spark, and when that hits you, it stuns you. So you want to get hit with that, or he'll start shooting that spark if you get low enough in health. You worthless piece of scrap metal, did you think you could defeat me? And it looks like X is about to be defeated, but somebody comes to his rescue. His robot pal and new leader of the Maverick Hunters, Zero. So it's kind of like a tic-tac-toe motif. You have X's and O's, Zero being an O, like an O, so I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He is designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You might even become as powerful as I am. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. And X will become more powerful through defeating these 8 Maverick robots. Now, in the original Mega Man series, it was like something man were the type of robots. In this game, in this series, the Mavericks are basically an adjective and then some type of animal. So we have Storm Eagle here, Armored Armadillo, gets a little bit of their stats, Launch Octopus, Chill Penguin, Flame Mammoth, Boomer Coanger. Coanger's a type of bug, like a beetle. Sting Chameleon, and Spark Mandrill. And you can rotate things around. Right now on the specs of them, we have a map here that shows when we highlight the Maverick where they all appear at. So Sting Chameleon's in the forest, Spark Mandrill's in the electric plant, Storm Eagle's in the airport, Armored Armadillo's in the caves, Launch Octopus is in the sea, in the mountains, it's Chill Penguin, Flame Mammoth is in a like a recycling plant, Boomer Coanger's in this like tower. So there's also a little map preview that shows what the stage is like. So we're going to start off with Chill Penguin, not because he's necessarily the easiest Maverick, but because Zero said that, you know, we'll get more powerful as we go along. Well, some of the ways we get more powerful is each of the Maverick stages has a little heart container that increases X's life meter. See that little guy, he hit us with that thing that he's laughing at us, so. And also, there were 4 There's also 4 sub-tanks, which are kind of like your energy tanks, but they're different from the energy tanks in the original Mega Mans that you have to fill them up with energy. So sub-tanks get filled when, if you have full life and you pick up an energy piece of energy, which are the yellow things that the enemies drop, like that, it will go into your sub-tank. The blue little things that dropped, they're for weapon refill energy. Like there, we just got a blue thing that refills energy for weapons, for special weapons. You defeat a Maverick and you get his special weapon. Anyway, yeah, and I said, so there's 4 sub-tanks you can get. There are 8 little heart containers that increase your life, and there's also 4 capsules that Dr. Light placed around. Most of them are hidden, except for the one in Chill Penguin stage, which is right out in the open right here. And it's a very important one. It's not necessary to complete the game. None of the abilities are, but they all make it easier, of course. This one is the dash ability, so it'll make X, basically it's like the slide from the Mega Man series, which appeared in Mega Man 3 onward, that makes you move a little bit faster, and it makes you able to do longer jumps because you're moving faster. So there's also a neat little glitch that speedrunners use. Once you have the dash ability, if you dash and then shoot, your shot actually does more. It does more damage to an enemy. So I'll show that off in a bonus episode. There's a few bonus things I want to show off. One, because sometimes when you defeat a stage, it changes future stages. So I want to show the bonus episode. I'll show off this like little dash mechanic, how it can make your shots more powerful, and also show off how certain stages are altered by defeating other stages. So I'll show off the unaltered version. So defeating Chill Penguin stage here will make Flame Mammoth stage much easier. Flame Mammoth stage, it's like a recycling center, so there's a bunch of like lava and stuff that like to melt metal, but if you defeat Chill Penguin stage, that lava will be gone, so it makes it a little less hazardous. So now we get to drive a little robot like how Vile had there. The good thing is, the robot, if you take damage while you're in the robot, it won't take your damage off your life meter, which is that little meter over there on the left there, that has the X on it. But if you take too much damage in the robot will, blow up and you'll have to leave it. But now we took the bottom path there. There's an upper route there. We're gonna have to come back to this stage because the heart piece in this stage is hidden under a little structure, and the only way we can destroy that structure to get the heart piece is with Flame Mammoth's weapon. So we're gonna have to come back here after we defeat Flame Mammoth. So I guess you wouldn't have to backtrack if you defeated Flame Mammoth first, but like I said, his stage would be tougher because he's gonna be Chill Penguins, and also be tougher because we wouldn't have the dash. So we're gonna get to take on our first Maverick, Chill Penguin. I never got. It would be nice to meet, see pet penguins. I mean, I've seen penguins in zoos and stuff and aquariums, but like not in their natural habitat. I almost had the opportunity to when the base Fort McPherson closed and I was working down there. I needed a job, and I applied through Raytheon. Raytheon's basically a company that works with the government, and they're the ones that supply labor for Antarctica. So I actually applied with Raytheon for a job down in Antarctica to be an editor for scientific papers being put out by those scientists down there. Did not get the job, which I know kind of stinks because I think it would have been an interesting story to get there, but you never know. I guess the Lord puts us where He wants us to be for a certain reason, so maybe I'll get to Antarctica someday, but for now, I guess I just have to wish that I was there and get my penguin from visiting zoos or playing Mega Man X here. So there we have defeated Chill Penguin there. Not too hard of a boss. Didn't really talk too much about him, but like the regular Mega Man series, when you we'll end up fighting the Mavericks again. So they borrowed a lot. Even though this is a new series, they do borrow a lot from, you know, the regular Mega Man. So it's a fresh coat of paint. But so what Mavericks will be taking on our next episode? Find out by tuning in. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.